from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Right to the air, here is Goff. And his throw is incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Goff. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Play action. It's Goff. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Boston Scott deep for Philadelphia. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I probably said thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 18, Pioneers. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Hurts. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. This will be fielded at the 17. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give. Now gone. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Goff.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. And a nice play there defensively. And this is a new acquisition, Charles. You and I were talking about it pregame. Just signed as a free agent earlier this week.
Love when they pick up those guys with something to prove. Because any guy's a free agent off the street, no one else wanted him. So he wants to prove to the rest of the league, you should have signed me first.
Throwing is Hurts. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Romeo McCrory shooting in there and dropping it for the sack.
Here's Brett Kern now to punt this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. No score after one on EA Sports. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Hey, kill.
Now Goff. Open man right side is Sharp. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for the Lions. First and 10 on the 20-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 yards for number 11.
Let's go now.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Throwing on second and 14. Hurts. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he gets it a little bit closer. Takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays. Because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Trey Sermon punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off play action. Here's Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. On the return is Scott. A minute 52 to play until halftime. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Ask any pass rusher, and they'll tell you any quarterback who lines up every time and goes straight back in the pocket, that's who they want. But when they have to deal with a Jalen Hurts who may come at them from any angle and can get outside of the pocket and run, that's a nightmare for anybody who has to rush the quarterback.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And they'll send Williams in motion right. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. After the interception, here's Goff. He's got him in, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's first and 10. Now it's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And this one is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw on second and 10. Goff. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. He's got it at the 15. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
A First red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. DJ Chark from 13 yards out. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. So only even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time, but nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken from about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Another run with Sanders. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now the second-year man. Here's Kenneth Gainwell. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop them short of the 1st down.
Going for it with Sanders. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Lions will take over. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll hand this to Williams to start things out. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Goff. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. DJ Chark. Already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Lions have moved out in front. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken from about the 12. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100.
He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 30 on second down. Hurts fumbles it, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now. Defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one.
Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Go off a handoff here to Swift. And he's got room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, 72 yards. And the Lions are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Lions 21, Eagles 7. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is what I calculated, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
On the move past the 40. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, 66 yards. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Eagles 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? They've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing again is gone. Looking for Wright, and he finds him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. And he rifles one incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Play action. It's gone. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On 1st down, Hurts. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found their way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Hurts. And that is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Here's Hurts to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. A well-executed 22-yard gain. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now Goff on first down. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And in for the Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Lions are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Let's take it inside his own 40. 51 yards on the punt there. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.